would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events.
And that's why I do not go to those mixers anymore. When you go, it ends up being nothing but women. And to those men that like to say you can't find women, you can't approach women, you know, they're there at these mixers. It's a beautiful, successful women who are making a conscious effort to put themselves out there to meet someone. And before you start hating, oh, there's just a bunch of women that can't find nobody. And there's a lot of people out there that can't find anybody. Young, old, black, white, rich, poor. These women are actively putting in the work to make themselves available.
That's right.
Guys, you really don't even have to spend money at these events. Fellas, start signing up for these events. Start going to these events. I like these events because it makes it easy to approach someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. Classic stuff. Putting this out there because I want to start going to them again. Yeah, sign up for them. Just sign up for someone, and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. That classic stuff. Putting this out there because I want to start going to them again. Yeah, sign up for them. Just sign up for them.
It is okay to say men have turned singles events into lesbian events, since men are no longer present in such events. Because men have stopped coming, it is now evident to modern women and feminists that they need men for the world and their world to run. Otherwise, it should not bother them. It's a men's world. Since men have stopped going to singles events are no longer mixtures but just an event for disappointed single women who can't take themselves home. We all thought modern women said they do not need men and that they are the prize. Well, the prize is always scarce and not available. Well, if a singles event cannot fulfill its purpose, due to the absence of one gender, that gender is the prize. Just a simple school of thought modern women find difficult to understand. Men do not go to these events for lots of reasons. One of them is these events put men at the mercy of modern women. And believe me, it is a very bad place to find yourself as a man. I will show you the kind of women that attend these singles events. But in the first place, attending singles events is not a proper way for seeking a partner as a man. You should not be boxed and limited to a tiny fraction of women. You should be the one to choose which woman you want to be with, following your criteria. You are the king of your world and you need to choose your queen according to your terms. And it should not be from a limited number of made-available women. When you go to events such as a singles event, you are limited to choosing the best garbage out of a bunch of them. And yet you could still be rejected and disrespected by these sets of unwanted or leftover women coming to these singles events. The women coming for these events are very picky and entitled women who have rejected a lot of guys, and after they know that men are no longer approaching them, they start seeking and finding ways to present themselves before men. Another fact is, these women are not young. A lot of these women are in their late 20s and above, especially when there is no age range for the events, because the events planners want to make money. So single events are filled with women with plenty of bitter experiences, filled with single mothers and divorcees. So, I would rather that men stop going for these singles events. You all are worth more than that. As a man, why would you let these kinds of women whom you would not ordinarily approach disrespect or reject you? Let's look into why men have turned single events into lesbian events. Firstly, the kind of rejection and embarrassment men have faced in singles events is second to none. Women come up with the idea of taking home the best guy, the guy doing the most, and think about it. If there are about 3 men to 7 women in an event, and 90% of the women is attracted to only a few of the men, what happens to the rest of the guys? And in fact, these women are nothing to write home about themselves, as you will see by the end of the video, and yet they think they deserve to get the best man. An average young man can go to these events and end up being discouraged about dating because the women he got talking with do not find him as interesting as the guy on the next table who looks very expensive, tall, and has a very good-looking face and fit body. Secondly, I got to know that many of these single events are free for women and only men have to pay. It means men have to pay to get rejected. You had better pay to go watch your favorite team play than go for these events. I believe you have better chances of meeting a good woman with similar interest in those places than the ineffective singles event. Someone once said to me that the best place to find your significant other is where you do not expect. It is a terrible investment to pay about $100 to get rejected by leftover women. It is a waste of money, time, and energy. Lastly, remember that these women are not different from the ones on the streets. They are all poor quality women. They don't know how to be wives and mothers, and all they know how to be is a liability. You see, these women are not worthy to have a good man by their side. It has been said that the success rate of singles event is very low. Look at it this way. If a woman ends up in a singles event because she could not manage her past relationship, which has even left some of them as single mothers, what chance does a man think he has with these women? These women are emotional baggage and full of terrible experiences, and the same way they failed other relationships is the way they are going to fail this one too. So after men have considered all of this, it is only right for men to stop attending these singles events and leave the events to only the women. Some women have threatened to take a refund after paying for singles events, and no man showed up. Singles events are bullshits, and I am happy that a lot of men agree on this. I believe that a good woman and a wife and mother quality woman will not be in a singles event because they are scarce and would have long been taken to the altar. That's all for today on the latest juice. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comment box. I always love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.